Or like I said, I don't even know. It's been such a long day.
It's okay. I'll take it.
We have tons of rallies this week. It was 5, and now it's almost 6. I mean, going into a second week of nonstop rallies. Yeah.
Have been announced, yeah.
And so we're going to make this quick, but we're really thankful for you guys, and we have some special winners to announce. So I know that you guys don't want to miss that.
So we're just going to come on, make it solid, short and sweet is what I like to call it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take a few moments just to go over some of my highlights from the speech day, from President Trump's speech day at the Make America Great Again rally that was held in Southaven, Mississippi. And then I'm going to give it over to Alyssa to go over anything she'd like to discuss about the rally. And then stay tuned, because following those thoughts, we will be announcing our winners.
Yes.
So just stay tuned. I do not have the chat pulled up right now because I'm just going to go over some notes I took. It kind of reminds me of being in college, where my notes would only make sense to me and nobody else. So these are going to have to take a little bit of processing. He's a fast speaker. He's got a lot to say. And today he was on a roll. He added a lot more information, and he really, I don't want to take too much out of what I know Alyssa's going to talk about, because we discussed our favorite points, and we both think that he just went off today about Kavanaugh and Dr. Ford. So it's kind of what I have, and it's probably kind of what she has, but overall that is the gist of the speech today, I would say. So let's see. All right. Democrats are the party of crime, and all they want to do is tear down our institution. That pretty much is like my headline. That's my quote that I'm going to use to just let all my subnotes trickle down from today. He said they want to demolish our borders in the service of globalism, and that there is nothing Democrats aren't willing to do. And I think that is kind of the preamble that leads into the Kavanaugh situation, what's going on. It shows that they have no moral compass. Their ethics are just thrown out the window, because there is nothing that Democrats aren't willing to do to gain that power that they want so bad.
And if you don't mind, Liz, I usually take a ton of notes, but I didn't this time because I was listening more and networking more.
You were networking really good today.
Talking to a lot of people. So I might just, expand on some of your points. Make it more of a conversation.
Well, if I had known, I would have taken better ones, because yours are like pristine.
Oh, you're so fine.
No pressure, but of course I'd be happy for you to.
Yeah.
So I can go over mine, and then you can hit on it. It'll actually help me process them out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So he also said that all the Democrats know how to do is instruct, resist, demolish, destroy, and delay. That's a pretty strong statement there, Alyssa. What did you say? Yeah, lots of D there.
For sure. He's very good at alliteration, and he did say a lot of tweetable quotes today, but I am sorry. I know we were telling you guys we don't have the chat room up, because Liz is looking
at... Pull it up if you want.
I don't have service right now. I'm trying my best. I'm constantly turning it on and off.
No problem. And a lot of this is because they are fighting Kavanaugh, because they know that Kavanaugh wants to follow the Constitution as written. Now, he's a constitutionalist, just like Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch. And if y'all remember that confirmation, at the time, I thought that was ridiculous. I thought, wow, these Democrats, these liberals, they're crazy. There's nothing they won't do. Come a few months later, and look what it's coming to. God bless the next Supreme Court justice. If President Trump gets the opportunity to appoint another Supreme Court justice, I don't even want to think about what they would be willing to do. When Trump mentioned that they know Kavanaugh will follow the Constitution, the crowd just erupted. And this is where, Alyssa, I know you looked at me and you're like, is that what they're chanting? That's awesome, because this is a new chant. We're used to the USA. We're used to the lock her up. We're used to the build the wall. But today it was, we want Kavanaugh. We want Kavanaugh. And so that was a really cool new chant. It was also, I'm personally glad to know that the 10,000 people surrounding me today are in the same position, and they're passionate about it. They see just how ludicrous the left is being. And at the end of the day, I feel like the left is just making themselves look worse. They look crazy.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Like you said, that chant, we want Kavanaugh, really resonated with me. I tweeted it out just because that's a chant that we haven't heard before at another rally. And so, yeah, like you said, I totally agree that the left is willing to do almost anything to get what they want. And it's really just heartbreaking to see how they are just really slandering Judge Kavanaugh's name and really hurting his family. So we had a lot of people today that said that they were praying for Judge Kavanaugh and his family. Even the one that President Trump endorsed for Senate, Cindy Hyde-Smith, said that she was praying for Kavanaugh's family as well.
And another thing that stuck out to me, this one actually stuck out to me a lot. I know what he meant, because it's like comparing yourself to someone that is just holier than thou, but at the same time, it didn't really sound that great about himself, so I think that he should, he's better than he gives himself credit for. But he said that he had heard about Kavanaugh for a long time, 5+ years to be, close to being exact. He always heard that he was the top of his class at Yale, that he led an unbelievable life. And at one point, both sides thought that he should be on the Supreme Court. Now, of course, that was before he was Donald Trump's pick for Supreme Court Justice. So, but then at the end of that, he said, he was referring to everything that's happening, and he said, let that happen to him, but, no, sorry, backwards. Let that happen to me, but it shouldn't happen to him. And I was like, well, you don't deserve it either. Nobody deserves this. No one deserves this absolute slander. That's why it's, illegal. And he just kind of joked about how now it just comes with the territory. His job, that's part of the title. So that stuck out to me a lot. And then I have 2 final points. I'll end on a little bit of a happy one, but something that is also just sad, and it kind of paints a story in one's head. It's really simple. But I was just thinking, imagine being a mom. I am not a mom, but I'm someone's sister. I'm someone's girlfriend, and I've got a lot of guy friends. And he said, just imagine your kid coming up to you and saying, what do I do, Mom? Mommy, what do I do? Someone who I've never even met before is accusing me of something awful. Now, if you're the average American and someone comes up to you with this claim, you're screwed. You are screwed for the rest of your life. If someone says sexual allegations against you, if they want to say that you gang raped them and you don't have, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to get the best lawyer there is, that the GOP isn't ready to hire, to get rid of this slander. If you don't have that type of money to have a lawyer and someone comes at you with a pretty, solid case like Dr. Ford, which solid nowadays, and the reason I'm saying this is because there is no innocent till proven guilty anymore if the left wins this. Apparently they don't believe in it. So if your son comes up to you, you are screwed. We're all screwed, because there's no way to, prevent that person from going to jail or losing the job that they have worked decades to earn. Judge Kavanaugh has earned this. He is innocent till proven guilty. Everyone in the United States of America is innocent till proven guilty. That is part of the freedom that so many people have fought and died for. So
yeah, and it's so ridiculous that we've been seeing it now as guilty until proven innocent. That keeps coming up, just as we've seen the surge of the Me Too movement, which I know and I sympathize with a lot of women and, even friends that have had just terrible things happen to them. But I also believe that in some instances it's been taken a little too far, and there's no, him too hashtag, and there's
someone's got to fight for the men out there.
Yeah.
And maybe if I didn't have, such a big family with so many men, and if I wasn't a twin sister, something that I love more than myself is my twin brother. I was born with him, and they're not involved in any of this, but it's just heartbreaking to imagine those who have to deal with it.
Yeah.
So, my final and fun thought is that President Trump was talking about the fake news media, and he was mentioning that somebody in the audience had talked about how, President Trump isn't actually going to win presidency. He's not actually going to really run. He's just doing this for fun. And he said, oh, you think this is fun? And he thought he was going to be like, no, this is hard work. He goes, well, yeah, actually, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, so I like that a lot.
He's having fun with it. Like, he likes his job, and that's good to see. Otherwise, it would be pretty miserable.
For sure.
And that concludes my notes.
Okay.
Are there any topics from that you'd like to touch on?
Yeah, gonna just go through a couple things I was able to get.
Up the list of all the donors so we can choose winners.
Yes, that'd be great. Really excited to announce those for you guys. So, kind of going back to some notes we heard from General Kelly, And he said people in this room need to go out and vote, and really just the importance of going out and voting, of course, on November 6th for midterms. Also, he said this trade deal with Mexico and Canada will give us the leverage we need to win against China, which is really good. And then also, we heard from Lieutenant Governor Tate, who also said we need to get out and vote, kind of a theme tonight. And then he also talked about General Kelly. He said there's no one out there working for Mississippi tougher than General Kelly. And like you said, and like we mentioned earlier, one high point for me was just when the crowd was chanting, "We want Kavanaugh." Really enjoyed that and loved to see
it's kind of catchy
their support.
Too.
It
I
is.
like
He has a catchy name. He has a really,
Kavanaugh.
really great name. Yeah. And then
we will also be having hey, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Good.
You know my brain, how it works by now. It's not that great. But we will be having Sherwin Wendell joining us tomorrow. Mm-hmm. He's going to rock your world. I'm really excited to meet him.
Yeah, he's a new reporter here at RSBN.
Reporter, and we're excited. So we are going to have Tom, him, cameraman, and Aaron, I believe, all reuniting in Minnesota for the Rochester.
Of course.
Yeah, and me.
Yes.
For the Rochester event.
And we also wanted to we've kind of been nonstop, so haven't had a chance to sit down and watch it yet. But, we did have Diamond and Silk on earlier at the end of the rally. So would love to know your thoughts about that, too. And if you guys enjoyed having them, please let us know. And wow, we just received a $50 donation from Floyd Dude. Thank you so much, Floyd. And he said, "Hey, y'all, great job. Tear down the wall." Thank you, Floyd, for that. Really appreciate your donation.
Thank you so much. I think that's the first donation of the night, so we love it.
Yes, that's fantastic. And real quick, I want to just finish up some of my high points from tonight. So we also heard from Governor Phil, who touted the great congressman in Mississippi. And let's see, he said Senator Roger Wicker is great. Well, President Trump did, not Governor Phil. President Trump said Senator Roger Wicker is great, and he's always been there for him. And of course, he introduced Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith. Now, she's a current senator, but it was a special election. I can't remember his name right now, but she replaced the former senator April 1st, so she obviously hasn't been there a full term yet, not even a full year, but she is running for re-election. And so President Trump's really hoping to see her be able to take that seat, and she is running against another Republican and another Democrat. She's really cool. She's a really strong woman. She served in the U.S. House of Representatives, and she's a cattle farmer. So she just had a really great message, and she talked about how she was on President Trump's agricultural committee and how now she is running for Senate. And President Trump also talked about some financial things. He talked about how billions of dollars will be flowing into our treasury. And he said our markets are up 55%. And he said, I want to thank our farmers. So those are all my notes.
Hello.
I'm going to read one more donation. We just got $7.99 in Australian dollars from Matthew Timonen. Thank you, Matthew. And he says, God bless you, Alyssa and RSBN crew. Much love from Australia. Thank you, Matthew.
He put my name.
So, Liz, if you want to know those...
I'm pulling it up right now. I'm sorry, Alyssa. Phone isn't working, so I had to get into this Wi-Fi.
No, you're fine. And also just got a question from a great friend, Steve Nisley. He says, I would like to know the difference between Top Chat and Live Chat, and I would like to know the difference, subscription and member, and how to be a member. So, Steve, Live Chat is actually just going to show you chats as they're coming live, obviously, in the YouTube chat room. And Top Chat, I believe, pulls up some of those more popular chats.
Yeah, I think it's names that are more common that come more often into the chat room, as well as any of the higher donations. So it kind of whittles out the smaller ones. So we don't like that. And for some reason, when we're at the rallies, at least my phone always goes to Top Chat. And then I'll be like, well, wow, we only got 500, 100. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and then we always have to switch back to live.
Yeah, so then I switch back to Live Chat. So if we ever miss anything, it's because of that Top Chat and Live Chat. So that's a really good question. It's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys were rock stars today, so I want to thank you.
Yeah.
Hitting 22,000 was really special. We haven't hit that in a long time. And I also want to say thank you to our cameraman.
He did fantastic
job. We don't have to worry about those streams going out anymore. So for the past about 7, 8, or 9 rallies, he's been here, and we've just been working on building up our, our street cred again as, that stream that's going to stay. You don't have to worry anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. We got a comment from the Tennessee Patriot. Hey, girls, Linda Lemon's here. You guys rock. The rally was great. We met her. Yes. Thank you, Linda. So good to see you.
Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so we are going to announce the winners. Following the name of the winners, we will take a few short moments to answer any questions you may have. And after that, we are going to hit the sack. And I know, you're like, y'all are low energy. TBH, little low energy right now, but we got to sleep because we got to hit the road, all of us, bright and early flights. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind, and we are more than happy to do this, we loved it, but we were up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. to be at the airport at 4 a.m. We had 2 flights this morning, a rally yesterday, and then straight to a rally today. So,
yeah,
we don't got Air Force One, unfortunately, taking us directly.
Yes, and real quick, Steve Nisley donated $1.99. Thank you, Steve.
Aw, sweet Steve.
He says, I asked a question. Yes, the last part of your question about being a member, you can actually do that on YouTube if you just want to be a YouTube member. Donate $4.99 a month, then your name will come up in green. As you can see, they're called members or sponsors, subscriptions. It's all the same thing. Well, subscriptions is just if you're subscribing to our channel so that you'll be able to see when we get new videos. Also, you can become a patron on patreon.com if you want to donate a little more monthly. And I'm sure the moderators will comment in the chat how you can get there. And just to tell you real quick, you can get there on our website by going to rsbnetwork.com/donate.
Thank you, Alyssa. Wonderfully spoken. We hope that answers your question. If not, comment right back. We'd be happy to get to it. So I will announce the Tennessee winners, and then I will hand it over to Alyssa to announce the Mississippi winners from today. I want to say thank you to everyone who joined in. These were all gone through and totally selected through the original process. However, we're not doing it on camera anymore because that took a long time. So our CEO went ahead and did all of this for us and gave us a little bit of a break from that while we were able to have dinner after the rally. It was really sweet of him, so thank you so much, Joe. Don't forget, you will have 36 hours following your name being announced. Your name will be on our website. That's rsbnetwork.com. So you'll have 36 hours to claim your prize. So once you see your name, hear it tonight or see it tomorrow, you'll need to email feedback@rsbn.tv with your shipping address. Now, we'll ship it wherever. It's totally free, so wherever you want it shipped, just give us that. So congratulations to the Tennessee winners. Awesome. Joanne Goldsnyder, congratulations.
Congrats, Joanne.
That's awesome. Totally deserving.
Yes. You've given a lot. Thank you.
Joseph Loudon. Joseph Loudon, if you're in here, let me know. Congratulations. And the last one, I'm not going to do too well with this name, but they have a ×4 next to them, so they must have donated ×4. So that just proves that if you donate a lot, you definitely increase your chance of winning. I mean, that's simple statistics there, but that was Prashantha Viparthi. I think they did pretty good on that, actually. So congratulations to Joanne Goldsnyder, Joseph Loudon, Prashantha Viparthi. So those are all our beautiful Tennessee winners.
Thank you,
Please
guys.
email your shipping address.
Congratulations.
Yes, to feedback@rsbn.tv. Mississippi winners are at the top.
Awesome. Do I get the honor?
You have the honor.
Thank you. So, I want to shout out those Mississippi winners from today. The first one, Blues Gent, congratulations. You gave so much multiple times, and we really appreciate that. You're so deserving. And number 2, Lisa Lovegren. Congratulations, Lisa.
Congratulations.
And number 3 is Ray Chin. Congratulations, Ray. So remember, these will be on our website, and you have 36 hours to claim your prize. So if you guys know one of these winners and you know that they might not happen to be in the chat room, I know it is a little later, then please reach out to them and let them know that they won so we can get them those beautiful prizes. In case you guys don't know, those are awesome light boxes made by Joe Seals' wife, Bridget. And they have patriotic stickers on the outside.
So patriotic.
They make great night lights. They really just kind of warm up a room.
Right. And we both sleep with ours, don't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like mine. It's really cute.
Nice. We want to say, hey, Zexa, and he asked how we're all doing. We were all good, but we were ready for bed. We had an incredible day, an incredible week, being able to go across the country following the White House. It's truly a dream come true. So we're on cloud 9, but that cloud is comfy.
Yeah.
USMC Lambo said, love you guys. You both look exhausted, but still beautiful. Thank you for your hard work and dedication.
You. So
Thank
sweet.
you. That sounds about right. Let's see.
Yeah, we also want to know, before we wrap this up, your thoughts on the rallies too. So if you guys really liked today, or even yesterday, because I know we didn't do a post show in Johnson City, let us know right here on YouTube your thoughts about the rallies. Also, you can you can reach out to us on Twitter, of course. I've loved interacting with you guys on Twitter. It's so much fun. So thank you so much for talking to me on Twitter, and Liz, of course.
Thank you. CCP, I see that you're talking about Bolsonaro, and that's something that we are following closely also for the Brazil election. I know that there's a lot of support, and something that's happened to me is that when I was in Brazil visiting with friends about 2 years ago, I remember being in a car with just different people, and when I said who I voted for, I got looked at like I was crazy. And me and my twin brother both looked at each other like, oh gosh, maybe we shouldn't have said that. And it was just a different time. Here is a different time in Brazil for the country, and I just, I thought that a lot of people were thinking, why the heck would someone vote for him? And now they've got, a far-right candidate running for president. His name's Bolsonaro in Brazil, and he's totally different to the PT party who's been in control. And there's a lot of problems with the Brazilian presidency. Gosh, I mean, just corruption everywhere. But I feel validated because Bolsonaro is possibly going to win the presidency in Brazil. We're going to find out. I think it's November 10th, roughly. And I'm hoping he does. He, like I said before, they asked him if he admired any politician, and he said, of course I do. And everyone was waiting anxiously, and he said, President Trump.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's just one of the first, at least potential world leaders who doesn't make a joke of our country. He recognizes the significance of what he's done and what he's fought for. And he's also pro Second Amendment, so that's pretty big for Brazil.
That's awesome, yes. Yeah. So checking the YouTube chat, just to make sure that you guys don't have any more questions. And I was checking Twitter as well. I'll try to respond to you guys as soon as I can. But until then, I'll just shout out your names. Thank you, Jeff, JC, Steve Nisley, Dave Kroll, Cash, Adeline, and Jana, and Jayla. I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. And also, thank you over on YouTube. We just received $2.99 in Australian dollars. Yes, Liz loves to say your name. Matthew Timonen. And he says Australia loves Liz and Alyssa. Thank you, Matthew.
And a lot of people are saying thank you to cameraman. So speaking of cameraman and how tired he looks, I think it's about time, Alyssa.
Yeah, I think we're going to wrap up. We all have early flights, and Liz and our wonderful cameraman, even earlier than myself, they are heading out at 6 a.m. to make their 8 a.m. flight to Minnesota with a layover in Minneapolis, I think, right?
Somewhere.
Yeah, so it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a nice little travel day for them. We were talking earlier, Liz was like, isn't it funny when your travel days become your rest days, right?
I know, I said, well, it's going to be nice to be able to sleep in until 5:30 tomorrow.
Yeah. She's like, never thought I'd say that.
Never did. But love it, MAGA. Thank you for everyone for tuning in today.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night for the pre-rally show in Rochester, Minnesota. And stay tuned because you're going to be meeting our new reporter. Hope you guys loved Diamond and Stove today. They killed it.
Yeah, they were so fun.
Love you all. Make America great again. And you know what? Keep America great.
Yes. And we'll see you guys soon. Have a great night.
Good night. Hey, cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's asleep, so it's your job to cut.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. They killed it.
Yeah, they were so fun.
Love you all. Make America great again. And you know what? Keep America great.
Yes. And we'll see you guys.